I call the next part of the Dinner Special podcast the pressure cooker.
Oh
I'm
boy.
going to ask you 7 fast and fun questions that we want to know your answers to. Are you up for it?
I'm up for it. I'm ready.
Awesome. Now, number one, which food shows or cooking shows do you watch?
Well, I don't have a television, so I think that makes me an odd one out. But I did just finish watching the last season of Top Chef.
Okay.
Are you familiar with Top Chef? Did
Yep.
you happen to watch it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So two of the chefs on the show were from Portland, and
Yes.
so that was like all over the Portland news, and I had to watch it. And I actually had an opportunity to photograph Doug Adams, who was on the show, via one of my freelance jobs for the Portland Mercury. So
Oh,
that was
cool.
really awesome. I got to meet him in person, and that kind of made me more interested in watching the show.
Yep.
So that's really the only cooking show, that I've watched pretty consistently. Sometimes we'll go to a hotel, or when we go away, we'll watch like diners, drive-ins, and dives, or Gordon Ramsay or something. But that's about it.
Right. Awesome. Number two, what are some food blogs or websites that we have to know about?
Oh my gosh. So that's like one of my favorite things to talk about.
Yeah.
So I definitely have a lot of my favorite bloggers I follow on Pinterest and Instagram and whatnot. My three favorites of lately would be Half Baked Harvest. Perhaps you're familiar with her.
Yep.
And my latest obsession, Twig Studios. I think she's from England or Australia. I forget. Anyway, I contacted her last week because I just fell in love with her photography and wanted her to know that her stuff's amazing. So definitely check her out. Her
Okay.
photos are gorgeous. Her recipes are genius. And I also recently discovered Broma Bakery, and I really like her recipes.
Which one's that called again? Sorry.
Broma Bakery.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm new to her blog, but I recently found it, and I really enjoy it. So
Awesome. Okay.
yeah,
Number three,
yeah.
who do you follow on Pinterest, Instagram, or Facebook that make you happy?
Yeah, I would say Instagram. I really love following Izzy of Topless Cinnamon. Her recipes and photos are amazing. And I really love Call Me Cupcake. She recently, Linda Limolino.
Yep.
She's amazing too. And then also the Twig Studios gal with her blog. Yeah. And as far as like Pinterest, I don't really always like know who I'm following. I just like repin images that look awesome. So
Right.
they're probably in there too.
Right. Now, number four, what is
Yeah.
the most unusual or treasured item you have in your kitchen?
Oh man, I wish I could say I had some really cool like hand-me-down spoon from my great grandmother or something. um, but I would say, my most treasured item, because I use them so frequently, are just my two metal mixing bowls, my small and large. I bought them a few years ago to start making macaroons because they were, at least the recipe I was going off of said that it's best to have metal bowls just for keeping, the coolness and, protecting it from too much heat.
Right.
And I love them, and they're weighted on the bottom, and I just use them for everything now. So I couldn't bake without them.
Perfect. Now, number five, name one ingredient you used to dislike, but now you love.
Yeah. Well, my mom took me to this Indian vegetarian restaurant when I was really young. This is before I was even vegetarian. And I ordered these like cardamom kofta balls that were made out of like tempeh or something. And I hated them so much because cardamom did not sit well with me at all. But now I love it. I want to put cardamom in every single thing I bake. A lot
Right.
of my recipes on the blog have cardamom in them. And I almost, have to stop myself because like people are going to get tired of me using cardamom now. It's really weird. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was becoming vegetarian and experimenting with spices, but I love cardamom. And also ginger. I used to hate ginger, and I use it all the time now.
Well, they're very warm sort of flavors.
Yeah, they are. They're awesome.
Cool. Number six, what are a few cookbooks that make your life better?
Yeah, I think my number one favorite go-to resource book is the Flavor Bible. It's pretty awesome. Like, especially if I want to tweak a recipe or I have an idea, I can go to that and it will list a bunch of ingredients that go really well with it. And so, yeah, and it's pretty spot on too. They also recently released a vegetarian flavor Bible. I haven't looked at it, but Flavor Bible is amazing. And then I also really love Cook's Illustrated Baking Book because they have just the basic, pie and scone cake recipes that you can kind of make your own, and they've been tested by like the best of the best bakers and scientists, and that's what they do all day long. So that's a really great resource to have too.
Awesome. Now, finally, number 7.
hmm
What song or album just makes you want to cook?
Oh man, I love music so much, and I always try to put on a record when I bake. That's really tough, but I would have to say Bruce Springsteen, "Born in the USA."
Awesome. Going back to Bruce Springsteen.
I love Bruce Springsteen.
Great. Congratulations, Kylie. You have officially survived the pressure cooker.
Oh boy, good. Whew, thank you so much.